and welcome back to the Authentic Alana YouTube channel and our first ever Thirsty Thursday. I am honoured to be here and to be connecting with you today, and I can't wait to share some knowledge and information with you. So before we get started today, let's just take a moment to check in. Placing your hands on your chest and belly button, closing your eyes if that feels comfortable, or lowering your gaze, and just taking a breath in through the nose and letting it out through your mouth. Taking these gentle moments throughout the day help us reconnect back to ourselves, support our nervous system to feel safe and connected, and help us move through our day in a more conscious, connected way. So, I hear you asking, what is Thirsty Thursday? Well, Thirsty Thursday comes from the idea that I have always been thirsty for knowledge. I've always wanted to know more. I want to learn about myself, about the world, about others, about how things work. And I was always searching for information, thoughts, ideas, and more awareness. And I thought I would take that interest and curiosity and bring it into Authentic Alana, being that curiosity is one of the things that we are trying to cultivate here. So that is how Thirsty Thursday came about. And each Thursday, I'm going to share with you some information. Today, being our first Thirsty Thursday, I thought it would be a great opportunity to share a little bit about my story and how I came to be in this work. Early in life, well, let's be honest, for my whole entire life, I've always been very independent, strong-willed, and determined. You might find that hard to believe, but it's certainly true. I aimed to please, put on a brave face, and said and did all the right things. Well, most of the time at least. But inside I was fighting an internal battle. Often I fought this battle in very socially acceptable ways. Things like drinking, partying, doing everything for everybody. Hello, people pleasers. Binge watching TV. My motto was go, go, go. Do, do, do. Heaven forbid should I ever stop to feel anything or to rest. I always knew there was more to life, but I could never quite find it. I just couldn't quite put my finger on it. It didn't matter what I achieved, the places I went, and all of the amazing experiences I had. I still always felt there was something missing. Despite all of this searching, looking for answers, diving in deep to internal awareness, I could never quite find the connection and safety that I craved. Fast forward to becoming a mother, and my whole life changed, as I'm sure a lot of you would resonate with. I decided I wanted different for me, for my children, for my family, and for the world as a whole. I always knew that, but now it was so apparent. It was so glaringly obvious that I needed to change, and that I wanted that change for so many more reasons now. I wanted it so badly that it was all I thought about. What I wanted was a conscious, connected life filled with safety, connection, love, and joy. Don't get me wrong, I'd had those things, but always inside there felt like there was something missing. I tried so many different things, my own personal therapy, different programs, learnt about so many things, the nervous system, trauma, play, growth, and went on a huge professional and personal journey that I'd been on all my life, really, but it just continued in a really much more deeper and more connected way. But despite all of the things I did I never seemed to get there. I felt isolated, alone, and I just longed to be seen, heard, understood, and loved. After years of trying, my own journey, and even working in the industry of helping people, I still felt lost. I had more moments of connection and joy and love, and more moments where I could really sink into this deep presence. But still inside, often I felt like something was missing. I longed for deep, embodied change. What I knew I needed was a felt sense of safety, a reconnection to self, other, nature, and the universe, and an honoring of my experiences, all of them, and all of my parts. I continued to live a life that was not authentic or congruent to the way I wanted to live and the values I wanted to uphold. I continued to overwork, overcommit, and overgive. I felt overwhelmed, disconnected, and isolated. Despite all of this, I kept working at it. I kept doing my small practices. I kept making small gains, and I kept leaning in to more and more self-awareness. I used things like the polyvagal theory about the autonomic nervous system, my understanding of trauma and how to process and integrate trauma, support from friends and family and professionals, and so many other things to support me on my way. And I continue on this journey today. Despite the fact that I'm still walking this journey of life and I'm still a human being, I feel more grounded and connected than ever. I feel whole. I feel seen, heard, and understood, and I feel loved. And all this time, I realized that I actually needed those things from myself. So now, as I sit here with you on Authentic Alana, I feel more grounded and connected. I feel connected to myself, my true essence, my values, and who I want to be in this world and how I want to show up. I feel more connected to my body and am able to listen to and honor what I need most of the time. I'm able to slow down, to rest, to recharge, and to honor this as part of the process of being human, despite everything that our world tells us. I'm able to listen and to honor what I need. I feel more connected and in tune with others, particularly my kids, my husband. And again, I'm able to listen to them, to hold their big feelings, and to honor what they need as best that I can in any given moment. Don't get me wrong, at times I still yell. At times we still struggle. And some days I just don't want to get out of bed. After all, I'm still human. And don't get me wrong, at times my heart still breaks to watch my kids struggle. But my capacity to sit with this has expanded. My ability to support them through their big feelings and big experiences of life is so much more than I could have ever imagined. Despite doing this for a job and supporting so many kids in play therapy, I always felt it so much trickier with my own kids. as I'm sure anybody who is a professional working with children can attest to. Or even somebody who is an auntie or uncle or has friends with kids. Our other kids are always so much easier to support than our own, because our own trigger us in ways that we can never imagine. In amongst all this, I also have a deeper connection to nature, the cycles of life, and something much greater than us. All of these things give me the felt sense of safety that my body needs to be able to thrive, not just survive. I feel embodied, empowered, and I'm able to connect to, listen to what I and my family needs from a conscious place rather than a place of survival. Right now in the world, I know that so many people are living from a place of survival, and why wouldn't we be? Our world has been a really scary place for a long time. But I'm here on Authentic Alana to tell you there can be a different way. I'm here to support you, to guide you, and to give you tools, practices, knowledge and insight to help you walk this journey of life from a place of thriving, not just surviving, because we all deserve that. Life can be filled with connection, regulation, love, and joy. We just have to keep working towards that and have hope that we can get there. My aim today has been to give you a little bit of background about myself, my own struggles, and my work to get here, both professionally and personally. I hope this helps you get a felt sense of safety with me, to feel co-regulated and supported so that I may move forward with Authentic Alana and support you to create a nurturing, safe and connected environment, whether that be with your family or within your professional settings, or maybe it's simply within yourself, all of which are okay. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me today at Thirsty Thursday and sharing in my story. Next week, I'm going to jump into the autonomic nervous system. We're going to have a brief overview of what the autonomic nervous system does and how it supports us in life, and how sometimes we can get stuck in survival modes, which stops us from thriving. Then the following week, we're going to jump into each of the states of the autonomic nervous system in a little bit more detail. So that will fill up our next 4 weeks of Thirsty Thursday. Don't forget to tune in on Sunday for our weekly wins, jumping in to celebrate things that have been great for us in the week, however small and however large. And also don't forget to check out our Try It Tuesday. We have a practice from Tuesday just gone. It's a really nice, simple way to ease us into some of these nervous system regulation support techniques. Thank you so much for being here today. It is my absolute pleasure and honor to be supporting you in your journey of life. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I can't wait to see you all next time on Authentic Alana.